On this next leg of their exploration through Kenya's arid north, Dos, Bertie and Femke go in search of the Samburu, distant cousins of the Maasai. Although they share a similar lifestyle and language, the Samburu are more reclusive. Their hot, arid homeland has for years been cut off from the more developed and populated south. The result is that the Samburu have largely been able to keep their ancient traditions intact. The Samburu were given their name by the Maasai. It means butterfly. This describes both their constant movement and the impression of delicacy and beauty created by their personal adornments. This is in stark contrast to their fearsome reputation as skilled fighters.
On this trip, our plan is to reach an isolated community. And as there are no access roads, we'll walk in with the help of pack camels. To reach the camels, we gladly take up George's offer to fly us in.
The rugged hills of the Matthews Ranges have a raw, primeval beauty. But the most striking features are the Lagas, or seasonal rivers, which run through this country like giant snakes of sand.
Finally, George has the grass strip in sight, and we brace ourselves for the landing. Camels have always intrigued me, and I'm looking forward to this unique opportunity to get to know them.
Hi, George.
Hello, Hannah.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hey, welcome to the Milgis.
We're greeted by Helen Douglas Dufresne, a third-generation Kenyan who grew up on the lush green slopes of Mount Kenya. But 18 years ago, she lost her heart to the Samburu and their rugged country. The welcoming committee is a lot bigger than I expected. 14 Samburu warriors, or Moran, and 26 camels. As we load the camels, I begin to appreciate why there are so many of them. For a trip like this, everything needs to be carried in. Also, many potential dangers lie ahead. Spare camels are needed in case of accidents, which can be caused by quicksand, rockfalls, or even lion attacks.
The team head for the Saya Laga, one of the largest in the country. For the first few days, they'll use this sand highway to head south some 80 kilometers to search out a remote community experimenting with raising camels. In this dry country, the only reliable water source is the Laga. But the peace and calm here is deceptive. The Saya Laga has the reputation for being the most treacherous in Kenya. Each year, people and animals are trapped in the quicksand or swept away in raging torrents that can appear suddenly without warning.
The sand in the Laga softens. Everyone feels it. The camels are getting nervous. Before a serious accident occurs, Helen takes the lead and navigates a path through the soft sand. That evening, in the most wonderful setting imaginable, we get the first real taste of Samburu culture. A spontaneous performance of song and dance. Most evenings this goes on until late. Their deep resounding calls and rhythmic chants mingle with the natural sounds of the night. We're up before sunrise the next morning, eager to make the most of the cool of the day.
I guess if the camels are ready and everyone's set, we might as well take off before it gets too hot, yeah?
I saw some elephants last night about 1 o'clock in the morning down in the lugger. I'd like to have a look and see their tracks.
should, yeah.
See what else came to the waterhole. Okay.
These are very, very fresh elephant tracks.
Look, like this is his little foot and two
Femke.
hands.
You
Yeah,
wanted to see some proper leopard tracks.
yeah.
There you go.
Show me.
You can see it's
That's good
perfectly
one.
round, yeah?
Yeah.
There's no nail mark, so you know it's a cat with retractable claws.
So he came to drink here, right?
Yeah, obviously.
So apart from leopard,
No,
is
there's
there also lion and
there's
cheetah here?
there's lion and cheetah. We're very lucky. We see a lot of cheetah, funny enough. But there's plenty of lion here. We've lost about 20 camels in 8 years.
20
lion.
camels in 8 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
The camel is perfectly adapted to this semi-arid country and is widely used in the deserts north of here as both a pack animal and for its meat and milk.
We quickly adjust to the natural rhythms of the day, pacing ourselves to the ambling gait of the camels. By starting at dawn and making regular stops, we're able to cover around 15 kilometers before the animals begin to tire. During the first break, we're amazed to see the camels attacking hungrily the branches of the acacia trees with their long thorns. But what they're really after are the coiled spring-like pods. With a crude protein level of nearly 40%, they're incredibly nutritious.
He loves it.
I'm amazed by their anatomy. If you see the elbows, the way they bend them, and the way he's lying, that's amazing. This animal is completely built for the desert. Because you see the eyelashes? They're very long eyelashes. And that is to catch all the sand during a sandstorm. And also the ear. The ear is very small, full of hair, so that sand cannot go in. Yeah, you're good. No.
Would you like to?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This is hot.
Yeah, well, you'll get used to it.
By around 10 in the morning, the air temperature is already 40 degrees Celsius. This certainly makes the going more difficult.
There's so many baboons over there.
Stop. Just stop. There are many. Oh, look.
Thing on there between.
But there must be a water hole there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And I think there are more than 100 baboons.
Getting close is going to be difficult.
If you approach from the left,
The bulk of the troop appears to be paying no attention to us, but a couple of sentries will be keeping a sharp lookout. These baboons are not afraid to show themselves. But will they let us get close enough for a good picture?
olive baboons are well known for their amazing adaptability. The group functions as a cohesive unit organized around a core of related females. With their food well spread out in country like this, the group needs to cover around 5 kilometers a day in order to find enough to eat.
Probably thought I better comply.
I don't even tap his toes. He does it. You're a very good camel, you know?
Most days by 2 o'clock in the afternoon we had made our quota of kilometers and it was time to stop, let the camels graze and set about building camp. Getting that 100 kilos off the back is a welcome relief.
I heard you talk about several lion attacks, even here in the campsite.
Yeah.
How is that possible? How can a lion kill a big animal like this?
Well, actually camels are very easy to kill because they jump on the back and then the camel swings his neck round and they grab him by the throat. But we've got one camel who's been attacked 4 times. The lions have jumped onto his back and he knows the only way to save himself is to run for where the person who's looking after them is.
Oh, really?
And then the lions are scared of people. They have a great respect for people anyway around here.
The camels have already found a drinking hole. Strangely enough, this master of the desert cannot dig for water himself and has to rely on people or other animals to do it for it.
Then, when Helen mentions that she's never known a woman able to light a fire in a traditional way, Femke quickly rises to the challenge.
Yeah? Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
I will be able to do this. Just got challenged.
Gonna need a bit of this dry elephant dung.
Can't believe a woman cannot do this. I'm gonna do this. Let's feel it. It's getting hot. It's really getting hot. Keep it in there. Hey, wat? Oei. Are you a man or a woman? Come on. Okay, I can't.
After 45 minutes of valiant effort, Lelle Sengay manages to get a flame going in just 45 seconds.
Waarom knipt hij nou? So the only thing you've seen now is that he's the professional. And I will be able to do this tomorrow. I will.
Once night falls, the camels settle down in a group in the center of the camp. They're now at their most vulnerable. This is when most lion attacks occur. While some camels take turns sleeping, others stay alert, quietly chewing the cud.
On some mornings, in that special stillness at dawn, I get the sense that this ancient land and its proud ancient people blend to form a timeless kind of magic.
Do you consider these people primitive?
I think that the world has got it the wrong way around. I think we're the primitive ones, and I think they've got life correct, because you just live with these people and you just feel happiness all the time. You know, if you go to our society, just people don't seem to be happy like when you're with these people. We're the primitive ones. We've lost the plot.
Finally, after a long journey through the lugga, we're about to leave the lugga and clearing a path to go into the hills.
Spirits in the group rise. Having survived the first major phase of the journey, the group cut a path up towards the Samburu communities that line these hills. But the camels don't share the mood.
That's asking for trouble.
They're not happy on this steep rocky slope. Their soft padded feet, so good for the sandy lugga, are more of a hindrance here.
As we climb onto the ridge, a new world opens up before us. Rolling hills punctuated by towering remnants of ancient volcanoes. Then ahead we see our first Samburu homestead, the immediate cause of much excitement among the warriors.
Basically what's happened is that these guys haven't drank cow's milk for a very long time. And when we arrived here, the women offered some milk. And the first thing they asked was, "Is it cow's milk?" And she said, "Yes, of course." And that was complete excitement. Slightly smoky as usual because of the wild olive branch they use to sterilize the calabash. It's an acquired taste. I don't mind it. I was brought up on this stuff. So. That's how they get all their vitamin C, is through this milk.
Leaving the camels resting in camp, the team cover the last kilometers on foot.
The leader of this homestead, or ngang, is Kirimboto. With his winning smile, he introduces us to the 28 members of his family group who live here.
Samburu villages are small and spread out thinly, so that the grazing pressure on these hills is minimized. Any form of settled farming is looked down upon. Their livelihood and sense of wealth comes entirely from their herds of goat and cattle. The youngest animals are separated from the rest of the herd as it's too dangerous for them to graze the hills. This coop keeps them safe from prowling predators.
When I ask Kirimboto how many cows and goats he has, he just replies, "Many." Counting for the Samburu is thought to bring bad luck. Nevertheless, he knows his herd intimately, and should just one animal be missing at the end of the day, he would know it immediately.
George, can you ask her what she's making?
Says she's manufacturing this for her daughter that's behind. Yeah.
Oh, that's her daughter.
Samburu women don't wear the typical flat necklaces of the Maasai. Instead, from a young age, they're given single loops of beads by admirers, which over time merge to form a thick collar. The Samburu believe that by the age of 15 or 16, a girl should have enough beads to support her chin. This is then considered a sign that a girl is old enough to be married. Another reason to have a good collection of necklaces is so that they bounce nicely when dancing. A big discussion soon develops. This lady is concerned that she has too few to make the right impression.
She says even if no cars, she'll walk up to Wamba to get her beads even now. Right now she's ready to go.
She's desperate for beads.
Yeah, she wants no beads.
But all is not well. Kirimboto tells that a recent cattle raid combined with the drought of the past 2 years has devastated the cattle herds here. He's lost more than 300 in the past year alone. Some homesteads have lost all their cows, and this is putting great strain on the surrounding communities. But Kirimboto's uncle and neighbor, Lenaryu, thinks he's found the answer in the camel, a beast quite foreign to the Samburu.
He says milk at all times, meat at all times. An animal that can withstand the most extreme conditions, heat, and still feed the family. He says all of the children around here have survived through drought and everything thanks to the camels.
Camels breed at a much slower rate than cattle and are prone to more diseases. But Lenaryu is showing that his pioneering work with this remarkable animal can help the Samburu cope with drought. And this is a problem that is affecting more and more their savage yet beautiful home.